We've got some Saturday NFL football, a little warm-up for the NFL playoffs. We're breaking this down, looking at No House Advantage in their pick'em contest, $5,000 to first place today. I'm Pete McCarthy for Stokastic DFS. Give us a like, subscribe, keep up with all of our shows. We've got DFS offers, lots of fun stuff for you. You can hit that notification button. That's going to give you alerts when our shows go live. There are a lot of shows right now. We've got NBA, NHL, golf, obviously the NFL here. So keep up on everything that we have happening to help you win some money, hopefully. Don't forget, almost all of our content is available in podcast form as well on your platform of choice. You can take us on the go. You're going to the gym, doing a little foam rolling, whatever it might be. You can listen to us as you go and keep up on what's going on from this point of view. Chiefs, Raiders, Titans, Jaguars. We got some games today. I think everybody's going to try, right? That's all we can ask for the last week of the NFL season. The Chiefs, they're trying to get a bye next week. The Titans, Jaguars playing for the AFC South. The Raiders, they're playing. Jarrett Stidham, obviously, they want to see what they have there. So let's start breaking this down and looking at what we're getting into. One thing I want to go under on in this pick'em contest is the Jaguars passing game. The numbers are a little inflated, according to me, according to our projections at Stokastic, which are free, by the way, stokastic.com, NFL, hit the drop down, free tools there, and you'll check out No House Advantage projections. But Trevor Lawrence, 265.5 passing yards. That's a big number. It's a very big number. Our projections have him at about 215, 76% chance of this coming in under. Look, it's the NFL. You want to look at the projections, but you also want to have an idea of what the game flow is going to be for a certain game. What is the game flow going to be for the Jaguars, the Titans? Well, if you look at Vegas, the over-under in this game is 40. We're not exactly expecting a shootout here. And what are the Titans trying to do? They're going to try to run the ball with Derrick Henry all day. So what is that going to lead to? Probably not a lot of big-time offensive opportunities and not enough from Joshua Dobbs in the passing game to push Trevor Lawrence to have to throw the ball a lot here. So you look at what Lawrence has done all season, and granted, he has improved along the way, but he's only been over this number 6 times all year. He's played in all 16 games for the Jaguars. So I like the under. I know the last couple of weeks, I kind of throw them out the window. They blew out the Jets. They didn't have to try all that hard last week against Houston, and Lawrence was on fire before that. This is just too high a number, in my opinion, for Lawrence to get to without being behind in this game and in a significant way. And I have a hard time seeing that as the most likely way this game plays out. So if we're going to go under on Lawrence, I think that allows us to go under on Christian Kirk. You go under on Zay Jones. I prefer Kirk going under with the receptions at 5.5. With Zay Jones, you can go under on the receptions or the receiving yards. Both of them are pretty strong under based on our projections. But yeah, just go under on the full Jaguars passing game. Evan Ingram, I'm not as bearish on, but you go under on him as well. And that's where we kind of pair all this together and just say, hey, the Jaguars, they're not going to have to pass the ball a ton to beat the Titans in this key game today. No House Advantage, if you're new to it, check it out, $100 deposit match. So you sign up, you put in $100, they give you another $100 to play with. You can use the link below to make this happen, but you end up with $200 in your account. We like that. And there are 2 ways to play. You can play in the pick'em contest, which is what we're talking about, $5,000 to first place today in the NFL contest. You can also play versus the house. If you hit 5 out of 5 of your props, you get 20 times your entry. You can mix in NFL, NBA, NHL, golf, whatever you're smartest in, best in, get the best tip on. You can put it all together, and boom, you get 5 out of 5 for 20 times your money. One thing I like about the pick'em contest as well, you typically see some overlay. Definitely something to check out if you're, around, half an hour before kickoff, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Just go check out if there is some overlay in these NFL contests to take advantage of. And if you wanted a mass enter, we make it super easy for you as well. Not only do we have free projections at Stokastic, but we have free optimal lineups as well. So you can download the Excel file, copy, paste, and load straight into No House Advantage if you want to mass multi-enter. Next up, Jaguars running game. I do like here Travis Etienne. It's a really tough matchup, right? Not going to lie. Tennessee Titans, number 2 in the league. Rush defense, according to Football Outsiders DVOA, is generally not the way that you're getting ahead if you're the Jags. But again, I don't see the Titans scoring a lot of points, even against a weak Jaguars defense. 70.5 rushing yards, very attainable for Etienne. Our projections have this 56% chance of being the over. What I like about Etienne, it's been hot of late. 294 rushing yards over the last 3 games. Last week, it didn't take a lot for him to get over 100 yards, just 9 carries. He had the big play against Houston. So if we're looking at the way that I tend to think this game plays out, if the Jaguars are up, say, 13-3 at halftime, I think you see a lot of Travis Etienne in that second half. And that's the kind of game that I'm looking for. That's why we go under on the Jaguars passing game. And then Etienne gets some opportunities, has big play potential in the second half. We can look at him as an over. Does it perfectly correlate with going under on the passing game the way we are? No, but there is enough here that it's a game flow that I could certainly see. And then you can go under on the Titans passing game if you'd like as well. Some I like to double check, with our projections. Sometimes you see one and it raises your eyebrow. Go to Odds Shopper and you can check out what the sports books have as their lines. It could differ a lot from what you see at No House Advantage in the pick'em contest. So it kind of gives you another idea of where the money is, right? Where the sports books are looking. And you can see if there's juice on an over, on an under. I always love utilizing Odds Shopper for that great tool. And if you are playing the books, it'll give you where you're going to find the best price so that, hey, if you are right, you want to maximize your returns on that, Odds Shopper will absolutely help you do that. As far as the Chiefs-Raiders game goes, definitely more overs in this game. There's a couple of different ways to look, but I'm going to look at Kadarius Toney of the Kansas City Chiefs and go under specifically on his receptions line. It's all the way up at 3.5. He did have 4 catches last week. I do think Kadarius Toney is going to be a key offensive piece for the Chiefs in the playoffs. I just don't think they're going to want to show it in this game against the Raiders. And I do think they're going to want to make sure that Toney escapes the regular season healthy. That's been a big issue for him, the biggest issue for him for his time with the Giants to now with the Chiefs. So I don't expect to see a lot of Toney. Even when he got to 4 catches last week, he did it on 32% of the snaps. He hasn't taken a full opportunity, gotten a full opportunity there with the Chiefs as far as playing time goes. So I'm going to like the overs on him if the numbers stay the same once we get into the postseason, but not yet. And I wouldn't touch that receiving yardage because he can have 1 catch and get to 37 receiving yards. We've seen how explosive he is. The reception's a little tougher in my mind for him to get to have 4 catches in this game. He's not going to be a guy that the Chiefs go up big and they're coasting in the second half. They're going to leave out on the field. They're absolutely going to take him out to keep him healthy for the postseason. So I like the under here. The projection says 88% chance of the under as far as the receptions go for Toney. So a couple of things I really line up and like here as far as the under goes for Kadarius Toney. Lineup generator. If you're playing a DFS contest, it's a great tool. Unbelievable. Going to save you a ton of time. Our cutting edge analyze player data and put together great lineups for you, and you can tailor it in the way that you want. If you're playing cash contests, it'll give you guys with high value. You're not so worried about ownership rates. But if you're playing and trying to win a GPP, you can allow the lineup to be more contrarian, in which case they're going to be lower ownership, maybe not as much value, but you get a couple breaks your way and you can go to the top of a GPP. It depends on your risk tolerance, but the lineup generator will figure all that in, and that is available with our DFS packages at Stokastic.com. So be sure to check that out. No House Advantage shot a 5K today. Best of luck.